Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Jared McKenzie, the host of the You Want podcast. We got a special guest today, and we got my co-host back.
Here we are,
nice
the
to
You
start
Want
out like that.
podcast, live at Envious Ink, baby. Getting it done. Yeah. Introduce him, man.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt. I own Envious Ink in Conway.
The best in Faulkner County.
Check him out. We are currently doing a tattoo right now, getting a rose on my hand.
It's going to be wild, but we're going to have y'all here every step of the way. First off, I want to ask Matt a little bit of questions, even though he can't just sit here and focus on us. But he is the best in Faulkner County, apparently.
Yeah,
So
number one.
Tell
right?
us something about that.
Oh, yeah. First place, Faulkner County's best tattoo shop. Second year in a row.
Damn right. You heard it here. Second year in a row.
Two-time champ.
Boom. The double champ does what he wants. You hear me?
Give him a round of applause.
Which one is that? Oh, first try. First try.
Hey, Jay.
I'm getting used to it. I'm not really usually the mixer, but, today we'll let it slide.
He's been playing with his foot.
Dude, I'm playing with all these little fake extremities that they have. Look at this middle. Look at this freaking hand. It's a real hand, and I can flip you off.
Are you Jeffrey Dahmer in it right now?
Oh, dude. Jeffrey Dahmer ate his patience. Or his patience. Jeffrey Dahmer ate his freaking people. But, yeah, middle finger to y'all. This thing is so cool. I'm sitting here messing with it like it's no big deal. But Jared's getting a rose tattoo on his hand for everybody that cares. And it's pretty freaking pimp. It's going to be black and white. And it covers his whole damn hand, doesn't it?
Yeah. Matt, what's the longest session you've done?
In one day, 9 hours.
9
I've had
hours?
people sit 2 days in a row.
Holy cow.
2 days in a row.
So, like, 2 8-hour periods? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Could you do that, AJ?
I mean, I set for 1 8-hour period on my arm right here. But, like, dude, I'm telling you, sitting 2 times in a row, I don't know if I could do that, man. That's tough. You got to have some cojones behind you to do all that.
We actually came in here yesterday and got tattoos, too. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so yesterday we came in here and we got a couple tattoos. And every now and then we decide we're going to, spare the moment, get some damn tattoos. And we were out watching the Bengals play. The Bengals beat the damn Dolphins.
Lost $20 on that bet.
Yeah, he did. But I won $20 on that bet, so it's all good. But yeah, man, we came in here and we usually get 55. What's the drawing, Matt? Tell them hold the mic to him.
How much is a get what you want at Envious Ink?
$50 get what you get.
$50 get what you get. I mean, dude, I can't tell you I've ever been disappointed. I've gotten it twice. I have one from Matt, which I hear is like super, super rare. Usually you don't get Matt. He has like a month-long waiting
Busy
list.
man.
Yes. He's got things going on. So I got one tattoo from him right here, and I mean, it looks great. And then should I call her an apprentice, Matt?
Who's that?
Or is she just one of your tattoo artists?
Megan, nope. She is a licensed artist now.
Yeah, okay. So one of his tattoo artists that work inside of his studio, I guess I should call it, tattooed on my hand, and dude, I freaking love it. It's a lava lamp. That's what it is. Right there. I'm really into hand tattoos right now. So
I got a
that's
Mario
kinda what I'm
mushroom.
doing. He got a Mario mushroom. This is actually Jared's tattoo that he denied. He said, I don't want to do the lava lamp. I was like, dude, I'll do the lava lamp. Screw you. But, yeah, man, we came in here yesterday, got those done, and I won $20 from Jared because, the Dolphins suck. But, so why don't you go ahead and ask him, like, when is in season for tattoos?
Yeah, I was talking to AJ about this yesterday. How crazy does it get during tax season for tattoos?
We get pretty swamped here. We still stick with the hours, but it stays pretty well slammed in here. I'll usually stay booked up for about 3 months out during tax season. I try to keep it only to about a month, but when there's that many people trying to get in, you got to stake it.
Oh, damn right. You got to do what you got to do to make money.
And I was wanting to also know about the apprentice. Like, what all do you have to do to become a licensed tattoo artist?
You got to do an apprenticeship. That means you're going to be here every day the shop's open, from open to close. And you just, a lot of drawing, a lot of just learning the ropes in a tattoo shop, learning how everything's supposed to work, and learning how to deal with customers, figure out what they're wanting, best ways to get around everything. And then, once you get far enough in there, you can start tattooing. Usually, with me, it depends on the people. I mean, I'm not going to go by exactly health department standards, and that's pretty weak. You only got to have so many hours. No, you need a certain skill level to be able to tattoo on somebody. This shit is permanent. I mean, it's for the rest of their life.
Yeah, right on.
It needs to be something that they're proud of and they want to show off to everybody. And it should be your best work. And if you can't do your best work, you're not going to be here.
Damn right, because we are here at Envious Ink. We represent the best in Faulkner County. Hashtag, it may be the best in the state. Y'all just need to get around and figure it out. But I'm going to tell you one thing, dude. I'm not going nowhere else.
Great pricing, too.
Yeah, dude, they do great on pricing.
And you're never going to have to get a cover-up for sure.
No, dude. Matt just told me in the parking lot, as long as you do it good, it's really hard to remove. That's how it goes. I mean, my tattoos right now, I think a couple of them could be touched up. I think I'm going to get them done, honestly.
Did you get them done at Envious?
Not the ones that I want touched up.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones that I want touched up, no, I got them done someplace else. And that brings us to another question. Where did Matt start?
Oh, yeah. Where did you start?
I started at Psycho Inc. in 2008. And then 2017, into the year, I opened up my own.
Damn.
And been killing it ever since.
I was wondering about that because, I'm from Greenbrier, and I lived out there, and that was like the first, I'm pretty sure that was the first tattoo shop I've ever been to Greenbrier.
Yep.
At the time. But moving
What
to
was it called?
Oh, it was Envious, right?
Oh, it was Envious in Greenbrier?
Yep, it's been Envious since before I even opened up a shop. I already had the plan, already had the name. I just had to make it happen.
Oh, okay. So he's had this little plot in his brain for a little while. That's what you call an entrepreneur.
What made you move from Greenbrier to Conway?
I started in Conway, and that's where the majority of my clients were at, so I had to get back here. I had a non-compete contract, so I had to be out of town for a while, but once that was over, I was able to get back.
So the non-compete contract, like, what do you couldn't be, and like, is that just because you started off in Faulkner County?
Yeah, we had it's in Conway. It was there's a 5 or 10 mile radius for how far you can work, because I was pretty much the head artist up there, so I had a lot of clientele, and if I would have advertised or stayed in town, a lot of people would have just followed me over there.
You could have just absorbed.
It's not necessarily good for business, so it's just kind of looking out for your own. I have the same thing here. I got a non-compete contract, goes out to 10 miles.
Okay, I understand. So I get it. That makes sense. Man, so like, why do y'all have these damn hands and these feet? Like, one of his feet have a camel. They have a camel tattooed on the big toe. Like, why do y'all have this? Yeah.
Do what?
So why do y'all have these feet and these hands, these little fake extremities?
Man, that's the hand is from a company called Pound of Flesh, and it's a synthetic skin, so we can pretty much just tattoo on it, and we don't have to worry about customers' feelings or if they're gonna hurt or if they're gonna complain about it. We can showcase our best work and just have fun with it, and it gives a 3D model of exactly our work for a customer to look at instead of just looking at pictures on a phone or finding something online.
Yeah, definitely. definitely. So it's just a look of what could be. I got you. Because I am obsessed with these hands. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
He's been playing with them the
I'm
whole
gonna be
time.
Yeah, we've been setting up. I've been messing with these hands the entire freaking time, and because like if my pinky could bend like that, we're in trouble. But
AJ, what's your worst tattoo experience?
My worst tattoo experience as a whole, probably my rib cage. Honestly, I went to Spa City Ink, and nothing against Spa City Ink, but I'm just telling you, the placement of the tattoo was terrible. I would never get a rib tattoo ever again. For one, I plan on getting fat, and for two, dude, that shit hurts. I'm gonna tell you, that hurts so bad. I was supposed
I
to.
think that was when we went and got those matching tattoos. It was my first tattoo. I think you were like, bro, I'm not getting on a rib cage. Because I was going to get it. You were like, bro, no way.
No, never. I'm not going back to my ribs. Because I was supposed to go to a party that night, Matt. I was supposed to go to a party, and like at the end of the tattoo, my tattoo on my rib is pretty freaking big. Dude, I felt like I had just been through the ringer. Like, I couldn't breathe. I was just like, oh, dude, I just need to go home and go to sleep. But I'll never get another rib tattoo because I'm a pussy. But who cares? Y'all go get one. Go ahead. Go get one from Matt. You know what? Better yet, go get one from Matt. Old heavy-handed Matt here.
Hey, I've always said it don't matter if it hurts. You only got to feel it one time as long as it's done right. If the tattoo's done right and it's done professionally and you can be proud of it, you only got to get it done that one time and you only got to feel it that one time. Then you can show it off forever.
Yeah, that is true. I've always thought about that. Like, my mom can't, whenever I was first getting tattoos, I always thought, Mom can't ground me from this tattoo. So, it's all good. Like, I can get this tattoo.
Well, he was saying that technically you can get it removed now.
Yeah, well, kiss that.
It's going to be painful.
And I'm done with that. I'm not getting mine removed. There's other people in here getting tattoos right now, man. They're probably going to be all beautiful. I can't wait to see them all.
Maybe we'll get them on here after this.
We might even get a couple people on here to show us their tattoos when they're done.
How often do you have people come in here to get cover-ups, Matt?
That's almost daily.
Daily. So, like, you do walk-in cover-ups?
Not necessarily. They can come in here. We can talk about it. We can get them set up on an appointment and get an idea about it. But usually cover-ups, they're going to take some thought, and it's going to take a good little minute to get that figured out what we got to do and how we got to work around what is there.
Right on.
Cover-ups, they're a lot bigger than what you already have. They're typically at least 2 to 3 times the size. And there's going to be, more likely a lot of detail or a lot of saturation and color.
So I see a lot of this aftermath product. Can you tell me about that?
That's my sponsors, and just because they're my sponsor, I'm not trying to toot any horns. Just because they're on there, that is the best aftercare I have found for tattoos.
And that's coming from the best.
16 years doing this, and that stuff will heal out tattoos in days, not weeks.
Me and AJ were just talking to how long do you actually have to keep a bandage on for a tattoo? Like
these little plastic bandages.
Yeah. It depends on the kind of bandage you use. Not everybody uses the new fake skin, Saniderm, Tegaderm, Guardderm, anything like that. Not everybody uses that. Some people still use the traditional meat packing bandages. The new bandages, you only got to keep it on there for a week, and when you take it off and wash your tattoo, it's pretty much healed already, and it's done. All you got to do is lotion it up, put some aftercare on it, and you're done. You got your tattoo you can show off. You can go back to the lake or anything, or go to the beach, whatever you want after that time.
So a lot of people that I know, every time I've gotten a tattoo, it's progressed through the years, the differences. Like, so whenever I got a tattoo, when I first got my tattoo, they wrapped it up in it literally, Matt, it looked like it was just a plastic bag. And they wrapped my arm up, put a couple pieces of tape, called it good, said I'd take that off in 3 days. It fucking fell off in a day. And we were on from there. But so what's your standpoint on using things like A&D ointment and Aquaform. What's that stuff you call?
Vaseline, A&D ointment, Aquaphor. Those are some of my least favorite things for anybody to use on a tattoo. The Vaseline and the A&D, it's petroleum based, just like the Aquaphor is, but Aquaphor is a little bit better. Vaseline and A&D, the petroleum product being what it is, it's going to clog up the pores. It's going to slow down the healing process a little bit. And we're not trying to do that. We're trying to get your body to heal it out as good and quick as we possibly can. So my Aftermath, it's made all natural, organic ingredients and everything. And, it smells great. Everybody loves it. It works for a lot more than just tattoos, too. I've had ladies come in here and they use it on their hands because their hands are real dry. So let's just put some of that on there, and they say they like that better than some of the other like ointments or creams or anything they can get for that.
Yeah.
But when you can heal out a tattoo, and the quicker it goes, the less you have to deal with it, the less you have to worry about anything happening to it, the better your tattoo's going to be. You're going to be happier with the end results.
Everyone knows that there's nothing worse than a freaking itchy ass tattoo.
I used petroleum jelly on one of my first tattoos, and it caused my tattoo to break out, infected it. I don't know if it was just that. I just had an allergic reaction, but it was bad. I actually came here to get it fixed. I won't say no names or nothing, but yeah, I came out here to get it fixed. That did me right. But even when you're doing cover-ups, I don't know if it's just it's already been tattooed over before. What reason it makes it hurt so bad? But that tattoo hurt, buddy.
Boy, I bet it did.
Oh, yeah, newer. Anytime you go over a spot that's already been tattooed before, if you're getting a touch-up or you're getting a cover-up, that's new skin. The skin on your tattoos is only as old as the tattoo is, really. I mean, if you get a fresh tattoo on fresh skin, that skin's your age. Now, you come back and get a tattoo, you go back over it in about a month or two, it's like tattooing a baby. They ain't going to take it. It's just going to hurt like fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to feel good, so.
Would you tattoo a baby with parent consent?
Fuck no. I will beat the parent. I will beat the parent's ass.
He said, fuck you. I'm not doing that at all. No, dude. So what's the longest you ever set in a full day setting? I know that 8 hours is probably pretty long, but has there been any more than 8 hours?
I've tattooed on myself for 8 hours.
Oh, shit.
I've tattooed on multiple people for over 8 hours.
Can you put that on the Quran? I'm just,
Do what?
I'm just as a thing.
Dude, I was just checking my mail one day. I look inside, there's a package. I'm like, what is this? Open it, and it's a Quran. I don't know if there's
Everybody that's ever watched this any of our episodes knows that we keeps the Quran on deck. We have it at all times. And if you want to put it, you can put it on something, you put it on the Quran.
Man, tattooing yourself, how does that feel?
It sucks a little bit more because you're more aware of what you're doing and how it feels. And you got to deal with it and go, that much extra. Because you're going to naturally want to try to pull away a little bit.
Did you do your tribal right there?
No, I didn't. I had another guy I taught how to tattoo. I had him do it.
Oh, nice.
So what is all right, so he's got head tattoos, obviously, as we see. All right, your pain scale for the rest of your tattoos as opposed to that tattoo, how bad was the head tattoo?
On my face and my head, that was some of the easiest tattoos I've ever had.
What?
Yeah, that's a little mind-blowing.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's just how it works.
Holy
And,
cow.
I tried to tattoo my own face, but, I give it to the females and doing the makeup in the mirror. I couldn't fucking see and tattoo backwards. Wasn't happening.
I understand, man. Let me see this tattoo. I want to get a good look. I want to take the headphones off. I want to see what's going on here.
Outline's done. Time to start on the shading.
It's popping.
No, really, I'm pretty jealous. I really wish I was getting a tattoo today, but I'm not. I got a tattoo yesterday, so we're all
Show it to
good.
the camera.
My tattoo? I have to get up in there. I got
Lava lamp.
a lava lamp.
Get what you get tattooed.
Yeah. I got a Mario mushroom.
Yeah, he got a Mario mushroom on the back of his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's cool, but dude, right now it's wrapped up in a bandage. So if you looked at it, it wouldn't make no sense. It looks like a black blob right now.
That's that ink sac. That's
Yeah.
what bandages do, and that is perfectly normal.
What is the tattoo conventions like in Little Rock? That I see it posted all the time. Like, I don't know if they do it a couple times a year, or if it's just once a year.
Did they just give out?
It's once a year. It's it's going to be some of the best artists in the country. It's really open to any of the artists that want to get a booth or anything. But there is going to be some of the best artists that you're going to find. They're going to be there. They got tattoo competitions, so if someone thinks their stuff's good enough, they're going to get out there. They're going to go against the other artists, and they're going to put their work out there and try to see who comes out on top and get the awards. I've got 2 from last year, 2 from this year. It's fun. I like the excitement of it. I like being able to get the customers that experience of being able to go up there and, now they've got an award-winning tattoo on them. And they love it. Everybody's always going to ask them questions about it. They're always going to have that experience. And, there's a trophy and a plaque. And I always give the customers, when I win one, I'm taking the small one, they get the big one. So they get the big shiny trophy at the house. I get the plaques.
And they get the tattoo.
Yep.
That's dope. Yeah, I would love that, man. I've never been to a tattoo convention, but I've always thought about it. I'm like, dude, how many tattoos do they really give out in that short time span?
It's just like a tattoo shop. I work
So all day.
just as hard at a convention, if not harder, than I do in the shop. They're not cheaper tattoos like some people think. Oh, it's a tattoo convention. You guys are just giving away tattoos. No, we're not giving away. We pay out the ass to go to a convention. And we're trying to show off. We're trying to win awards. We're trying to get our names out there more and more and more. That's why we do it.
Right.
And, you're gonna get your best work. Some people do go there just for the parties and whatever. And
That's me.
nothing wrong with it. That's what they do. That's how they do it, I guess. It's fun. It's cool. Anymore, I just want to go and I just want to tattoo and just do my job, do what I do what I enjoy doing.
Get in the zone.
Yep.
So, is it just walk-ins or it's like?
No. When we go to a convention, I'm already booked up for that whole convention before I even get the booth.
No shit.
I make sure, I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this convention. Anybody want to get one? And I'm already booked before I even get the booth, usually. Occasionally I'll get a spot where I'm like, hey, I got an opening. I ended up finishing a little quicker. I got some time. I can get somebody in, and I'll be able to get a walk-in. But, I take the whole shop. We take everything we got. So we set up an entire tattoo shop in a convention. We don't just come in there mobile as, a traveling artist. We come in there as a shop. We're there. We got our complete stations. Everything we have, we take it with us. You're going to get your best displays. The artist's going to be more comfortable in what they got because they're already used to how everything is.
Right.
My setup stays exactly the same here as it does at a convention.
So, dude, oh man,
He ain't podcasted in a minute. It's a little rusty.
I hadn't done anything in a long time, but I had a question I was gonna ask you, man. I can't even freaking remember what it was.
Well, why don't you tell everybody where you been, AJ?
Well, I've been hurt.
Yeah, tell them about that. Oh, we already did.
Yeah, we already did. I fell 22 and a half feet from the top of a building, and when I hit the ground, I woke up. Next thing you know, I was in the hospital. I'm on workers' comp right now, but I go back on Monday. I fell 22 and a half feet, did not break a single bone. Did not break one bone.
This tat is looking dope.
I bet it is.
You explain what the difference is in traditional and New school?
Yeah, just you know, a little bit on the photorealism side, a little bit of the neo-traditional, not so much of the traditional. I'm not a fan of traditional. Yeah, it'll hold up the best, and it's going to stay looking like what it is because that's just how tattoos work. But that's not my thing. You know, I'll do them. Somebody wants it, I got them all day. I will knock out a traditional tattoo and get you exactly what you want any day of the week. More than likely, I'm going to try to get you convinced into going with some realism, something a little bit more artistic, but traditional's just as good. I mean, bold will hold. They say it for a reason.
He's gonna give you his input, and if your input is different, then he's gonna give you that. But at the same time, he's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you what looks good because I've done thousands of tattoos."
Why do they hold up longer than like new school, like realism?
It's not that they hold up longer. It's just that the ink is going to bleed and it's going to spread underneath the skin. So that's how come names and everything. If you get really tiny letters or anything, they're gonna blur out a little bit over time. They're going to be less legible. You do more of a bold, dedicated line and a simple font, it's going to stay looking simple and bold and everything for a lot longer. I mean, my tattoo on my head, there's all sorts of spider webs that were in there when it was done, but over the years, with just how light they were, you know, they fade away, they go away. And no big deal, I don't care. I got the tattoo, it still looks awesome. But, you know, traditional tattoo, you get a Sailor Jerry tattoo, you get that bold line and that bold shading, it's going to stay like that forever.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as noticeable that it blurs or bleeds, but it still does just as much. But I'd rather give you a little more realism, and you know, everyone says realism's not good over time, or a lot of artists think that, but if you do it in the right way, it will be just as good, and it will hold. You
Right
just
on.
you got to go about it that way, and you got to emphasize a little bit more on some things to get the look that you want, but still keep that same thing.
Yeah. So, as a total, like, you have how many people working? How many tattoo artists do you have going at one time, any given day?
Man, it varies. It depends on who I got working for me or how many people I got working for me at once. Right now, there's me, Danny, Blake, Megan, and Cynthia all working here.
So Danny Blake.
Cody, she is here. She's my piercer. She's also licensed for permanent cosmetics. She's been doing that for a good minute. And she is apprenticing for tattoos. So
Okay.
I do teach people how to tattoo. So, you know, all those people tattooing at home thinking they know how it is and they can do what they want.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell you're ever going to know what you need to know, and you're going to do good quality work. And you're damn sure not going to get a job if you think you're good enough.
Yeah.
Because if somebody comes to me and they want a job and they're, you know, I tattoo at home, cool. Not interested. I'm not going to hire you.
Yeah.
You already got bad habits. You think you know what you're doing. You're not going to listen. I'm not going to show you shit.
So you want newbies?
There's reasons everything is taught the way it is. There's reasons behind everything that is taught about a tattoo apprenticeship. You know, you're going to play some stupid games. You're going to get fucked with. That's part of it. Guess what? That toughens your skin up a little bit. Because if you can't handle getting your ass chewed, or if you fuck up and I get onto you, if you can't handle that, how are you going to handle a customer that comes in the door and they're mad?
I understand
They got
that.
attitude.
I understand that. I work in the trade. I understand that.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing that would be nuts for me, like if I became an apprentice or something like that, and you're like, all right, this is your chance. Go tattoo this person. Your first tattoo, I would be dude.
Choke City. Old Choke
Anxiety.
City for Jared.
I promise you, buddy.
I mean, that's perfectly normal. You're going to be nervous the first time you go to tattoo somebody. If you're not, then you're wrong. Because, like I said before, this is permanent. There's not a second chance to get exactly what you want done if it's not done right the first time.
Yeah.
Because if it's not done right the first time, you're not going to make it be right. You can try, we can fix it, we can make it look better and get it closer to what you want, but if it's not done right, if you go to somebody else that, oh, I can do that for half the price. There's a reason why I charge what I do and we charge what we do here.
Yeah,
You're
yesterday's
gonna be happy
price
with
is
it.
not
I can
today's.
guarantee you're happy with the tattoo. I cover our work, you know. If you got anything that happens to it, on the artist's behalf, it will be fixed and there's no charge to you. Now, that doesn't mean you take your bandage off as soon as you walk out of the shop or you go freaking swimming or something. I'm not taking care of it because guess what? Well, I've been doing it for 16 years. I can tell if you took care of it the right way or not.
Right.
And if you take the bandage off, I can tell. If you didn't wash it good enough, I can tell. If you picked a scab off your tattoo because you let it dry out, I can tell. So chances are, if you did something wrong with it, you're probably going to have to pay for it.
There's things that he knows that we will never know because we don't freaking tattoo, okay? And
He's a guru.
don't be dumb and come into an office thinking you're going to trick somebody that fucking does the tattoos.
Do people really think it's cool to go swimming after they get tatted?
Yeah, all the time. I've had plenty of people come in and get a tattoo, and as soon as I'm done, they're like, oh, is it okay to go to the lake and go swimming today? Or can I go float the buffalo this afternoon?
That's
No,
kind
you
of
can't.
infectious. I wouldn't do that. That seems like I would get an infection. If I went to the lake, like,
That's a
all right,
guarantee.
yeah. I just feel like that's kind of gross water compared to a salt water, you know, like a sea or something. But at the same time, I don't know the difference if there is one.
I can't even keep up with the amount of times people are like, well, I'm going to go, but I'm just not going to get in the water. You're horse shit. Because
You're getting in the
you're
fucking
gonna go
water.
to the lake, you're going to drink. And then where are you going
Yeah.
to go? Because you're hot, and now you don't care anymore. And, oh, well, I'm cool with the tattoo guy. He'll fix it. No.
I'm cool with the tattoo guy. You ain't fucking cool with this one. Yeah,
You fuck up your tattoo, you're going to pay for it.
damn right, because that's his job.
We're actually going to the lake tomorrow.
Yeah.
You fuck this tattoo up, you're paying for it. Again.
I know the guy.
No, but we know him. Like, it's all good.
No, every TikTok I see of like an artist, like a tattoo artist, like at least one, they're talking about like just a meme about going to the lake or going to the water after getting tattooed. I'm like, man, this must happen all the time.
Every day. Or tanning or anything.
Sorry, I gotta get over there and look at it every now and then because
Looking
I
nasty.
know how it's gonna turn out. It's gonna turn out sweet. I'm jealous of it.
Would you believe we're already almost at 33 minutes?
Yeah. No, that's it, man. I mean, we're really timing this tattoo here. I mean, this is all, you know, this is showing you what can be done, how fast it can be done, man. If you really, I mean, speed is not what you're looking for when you're coming to get a tattoo. I'm going to tell you one thing. It doesn't make a shit. I'll sit there all day long for a tattoo that says my son's name. I don't care. But if you want a good tattoo, like for real, dude, I haven't been to a place where the ink is set better than whenever I've came to Envious Ink. And I've gotten tattoos from Matt. I've gotten tattoos from Megan. I've gotten a tattoo from, I can't even remember his name, man. I've gotten 3 tattoos here, and I'm 100% perfect in my mind with where I am with these tattoos. I love them. They're awesome.
You want to take a break?
Man, we're going to take a little pause here. Everybody's got to go leak. Everybody's got to sit here and do their thing, man.
Pause it. Don't pause it.
I got you.
We're back.
Back in black. First off, I got to ask some questions. He already told us some things about hygiene and Aftercare that he uses. But I want to know something about, like, all right, so do they have, like, social media that people can go look at? Like, can they go on Instagram and look at Envious Ink, or do they have to look y'all up online?
Yeah, we do finally have the Instagram kind of figured out a little bit better than before. But mostly we keep everything posted on Facebook. So you can just go to the shop's Facebook page, just Envious Ink, Nvus, and you can check out artist portfolios. You can message on there. We can schedule appointments. We get you booked. You can pretty much talk with any of the artists because we all of us are on that page.
So, man, what's the artistic process on like doing a tattoo? So like if you were to start off just wanting to do tattoos, and I know that you should go through an apprenticeship, but like it's a lot more than just being able to draw, correct?
Yeah, you need to have some kind of artistic background already. You need to have some kind of art portfolio that you can show me. You know, I'm only going to teach you how to tattoo. I'm not going to teach you how to draw. That's not my job. I'm not here to, you know, take it back to elementary school and, you know, okay, this is shading and this is how you do this, you know. You do have to completely learn how to redraw again, but if you already know how to draw, it's not that hard to pick it up. I mean, for me, I took on the tattooing because the way I already drew and the way I'd paint and everything, you know, it kind of all transferred over about the same. So,
Okay,
you know, really,
so
if
you
somebody
were
can airbrush, they probably got a little better chance than somebody that just draws.
Right.
But coming in here with no background, no portfolio, you're just like, yeah, this sounds fun. I want to do it. That ain't going to work. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to learn anything. And, you know, you're not going to have that same amount of growth as you would if, you know, you already did a lot of drawing. I've been drawing since I was 8. So, you know, it's 30 years I've been drawing. And I love it.
Well, of course. Well, of course.
Dude, I bet you. Do you know how to weld?
Yep.
I bet this goes. Nice. I bet this goes hand in hand for that. Just having a steady hand, because that's what I do. I weld. I'm like, man, I can't draw or nothing like that, but I bet I could have a steady hand. You know?
Yeah, it definitely helps. You know, I've always liked building stuff. I love welding. I love, you know, if I get to play with some tools, I'm gonna have fun with it.
So did you start off welding, or did you start, what the hell? Like, what did you start off just doing? I'm going to do tattoos.
I was actually working in the oil field before I got into this, and I started hanging out with one of the artists that was at Psycho Ink. He'd come out to my house, and, you know, we'd shoot some guns every now and then, and we'd have fun that way. And then he came out one time, and he figured out I could draw, and he's like, oh, shit, you need to come do you a tattoo apprenticeship. So I did. And then now that's what I do.
Welcome to Arkansas, where your tattoo artist used to just shoot guns for fun. Still does.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
America right there.
That's America, boy. And not only that, you're not going to find a better tattoo artist in the fucking state of Arkansas. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I'm not going nowhere else. Not to hate on anybody who does tattoos, but let me just tell you something, dude. It's going to take a lot of freaking trust for me to let you put a needle on my arm.
He's top 5 and he's not 5.
That's exactly right.
Or 4, 3.
Or 4,
2.
or 3, or 2. He's a top 5. He is number 1.
Do other artists, like, well, I guess other companies, other tattoo places, do you all get along?
We try to. You know, this tattooing, it shouldn't be, you know, a rivalry. You know, we all have the same thing that we like to do. We should all be able to get along. But, you know, it is competition at the same time. So I get a little bit of, you know, disagreements and shit because really, you know, you don't necessarily want to send somebody somewhere else. You want them to stay with you.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
You need to have good all-around work, and you need to be able to satisfy every kind of style that comes through the door. If somebody wants traditional, you should have a traditional guy, or somebody that does more of a traditional look.
I totally
If,
understand
You
that.
should have realism. You should have, you know,
Diverse.
animated. You know, you need to be, you need to be diverse.
Because there's a place in Conway, I'm not going to name any names, but I'm going to tell you, you go in there and you ask for a certain type of tattoo, let's say it's traditional, they're going to be okay with it. But if you say you want a realism tattoo, let's say you want to get a portrait, they don't have a guy for that.
Yep,
and that's
I know
kind
exactly
of annoying.
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know you do.
Yeah, he does.
It's
And-
annoying.
Yep, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that shop has always said, and you know, they stick to it. You know, they do traditional work. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. That's what they want. Like I said, bold will hold. It's gonna stay traditional, and it's gonna stay like that. But you know, to me, like I said, if that's all you do is just one style, that's not really an artist.
There's nothing more annoying than going into a tattoo shop and them sending you out because they don't want to do the tattoo. Or they say they can't do the tattoo. Like, honestly, I don't get that. Because, like, if I came to you with a tattoo, it's never crossed your mind that you can't do it. You've never even been like, oh, well, I don't do hand tattoos. There's certain artists that won't do hand tattoos because they don't want to they don't want to touch them up. But you say the way you do tattoos on hands that it doesn't have to get touched up, and that's freaking awesome.
I mean, it's the hand. Chances are there's going to be spots that'll need a touch-up. You know, I'm not going to say that this will never need a touch-up. It's on the hand, and you weld. You could burn your hand. You could catch it on a grinder, you know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Me wearing gloves, is that going to affect this at all?
No, not necessarily with the bandage. It just depends on how much you're sweating. If you can get the first few days out of that bandage to where you don't have to worry about it coming off, you got a lot better chance of the tattoo healing out and being all right. If you sweat a whole bunch or you got the gloves wearing on it, yeah, it's going to put some more stress on the tattoo. It's not going to heal out as nice.
Man, it's just so wild to see these new skin bandages that he's talking about, y'all. They literally stay on your skin, and it looks like a piece of skin. It looks like your whole skin is glowing. But, like, at the same time, like Jared's tattoo, Jared's been sweating all day long, welding. And his tattoo, you can't see it right now because it's underneath that bandage, and it's hard to imagine that it's still healing. But Matt says it's fucking healing, so, I mean, goddamn it, it's got to be
Hit
healing.
up that aftermath.
Yeah, hit the aftermath up that he was just talking about.
The way these new bandages work is, you know, traditionally the way you'd heal it out is you'd wash your tattoo for the first 2 days. You'd wash it probably 8 to 10 times a day, you know.
Yeah.
Anytime the tattoo got dry or it started to get tight, you'd wash it. And you'd wash it for a good minute, you know, pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
And then you apply, you know, you leave it alone, you let it sit for another hour, you wash it again. So it's taken a lot of the maintenance out of the tattoos and, you know, keeping the ink sac and all that fluid that builds up underneath the bandage. That is pretty much, you know, trying to trick the body and let it think that, hey, I've created the scab. And then once it does all that, you know, after about, you know, if you can get to the third or the fourth day, you can probably take the bandage off and you'll be all right because you're not going to be putting out any more plasma. It's not going to be bleeding anymore.
Not recommended, but he will do, yeah. Not
it's
recommended.
Not recommended. I try to definitely keep it on there for a week. If you can get a week out of it, you're really going to have, you know, no issues with the tattoo. Everything's going to heal up great.
Definitely. So what was it we called these people? The people with the fake toes and the fake feet.
Pound of Flesh.
Pound of Flesh. Shout out to Pound of Flesh. We're going to put them on and let them know that our favorite tattoo artist has been practicing on their little fake feet. I don't know whose model foot this is. It may be Anna Nicole Smith's. It might be, you know, anybody's. Who knows? But they got a nice foot.
They got so much more than hands and feet, too. They got heads. They got skulls.
They got, torsos?
They even got little baby dolls. Yeah, they do have, you know, it's a form of a torso.
Right. I got you.
But
there's nothing better than holding a hand and flipping everybody off with a third hand, dude. I love it. I'm digging it. Pound of Flesh. Y'all, if y'all are in the tattoo business and you're watching this and y'all want to go get some fake hands and you want to tattoo and teach your apprentices how to do something, man, this Pound of Flesh stuff is pretty freaking real. I mean, y'all see this middle finger? That's about the size of everybody's middle finger. Every man's.
I assume apprentices use that a lot too. Oh, no?
No.
That's not a practice thing because if you can tattoo on that, you're going to have to tone it down to tattoo on real skin because real skin, you know, it's a lot more forgiving than the fake skins and the practice skins. All those, they're a little bit harder. You got to work a little bit harder to get that ink in there. And there's different approach you got to take with it.
Right. Dude, there's a lot of people. I'm just going to tell y'all one thing. Y'all don't see this, but there's a lot of people in here getting tattoos right now. Like, they're popping. What time is it right now? Like, fucking
my hands to find my phone.
7:30? It's like, it's 7:51. It's 8 o'clock right now. And this place is packed, y'all. There ain't a fucking spot to sit. And Matt squeezed us in as of per yesterday. He just said, yeah, I mean, I got you. Come on in.
Yeah,
and we got it done.
Yeah, I had a little bit of spot on my schedule that I was able to fill up. So it just worked out in your favor.
We've been trying to get this little session in for a little while.
A minute.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but like we finally got it in and we got it going. And here Jared is getting his little tattoo, man.
I appreciate you letting us pull up here too, man. Just do a podcast on a spot like that.
Oh yeah.
No, we really do appreciate being able to set up our equipment. This whole setup is dope, dude. And what's y'all's address in Conway?
2585 Donaghy Avenue, Suite 106.
Okay. And it says Envious Ink. It says Envious Tattoos, I think is what it says on the front. I don't know.
I'm
But
not dyslexic or nothing, but I didn't want to spell it the traditional way.
yeah,
And,
I understand.
not to be confused with other shop in town, Envisions. I didn't steal the name. I've had this name planned out for 20 years. So it ain't got nothing to do with anybody. He's got his shop. He wants people to envision some artwork. I want people to be envious of my artwork.
There you go. He wants them to be envious. He don't want to envision shit.
You were talking about like doing cover-ups, stuff like that. Have you ever had someone come in here and you seen like their tattoo and it was just bad, and you like asked them maybe who the tattoo artist was, and then like have a dispute, like talk to him or anything like that?
Typically, when somebody comes in here and they got a tattoo, they want some work done. If it came from a shop, more than likely, I'm going to be able to look at the tattoo and tell who did it.
Really?
For real?
Yeah, every artist has a style.
Does that come with just how long you've done it?
Kinda. I mean, almost 16 years. I know the artists around town. I know what their work looks like. I've had to cover up a bunch of stuff from around here, so it's nothing new. I've seen it, but just understanding who it is and how they work. Sometimes these cover-ups, I can't cover up everything, and there's been some that have come through here, and I'm like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to do it with what you want, and I'll have to, completely change their mind on what they think they're going to get. And, this is what's going to work. Because, some of these people, they don't give a fuck. They're trying to just do tattoos and make their little bit of money or whatever, and not give you the best experience, give you the best work.
Man, I'm just gonna tell y'all one thing. There is people all in this thing. I can't even get it. I can't even get it across to you. There's two people sitting at one desk. There's one person laid up in the next one, and there's two people at the next, and there's one guy behind me, which y'all see. And then there's Jared with a freaking podcast, whole studio set up in this thing, man. I mean, we're packed up in here, and there's people walking in the door getting sent here next week, next month. I mean, dude, you're not gonna get one tomorrow if you come in here.
Are y'all gonna do like a Friday the 13th this month coming up? Or I don't even know if there is a Friday the 13th.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
We do every Friday the 13th. We do run a special. The tattoos start at I think $40, and they go up to like $80 I think. And we open up at noon. We don't get out of here till 3:00 in the morning.
Boy.
So we are here for a long time, and we will crank out a lot of tattoos. Every time we have one, you get here, the line, it's going to wrap around the building. But,
of course,
we try to get a little better with it every time so the customers don't have such a shitty experience outside before they get into the shop. So this next year, I'm hoping to be able to have a food truck out there and, maybe
that would be
little
dope.
outside projector screen going and whatever, make it a little bit more enjoyable so it's not such a horrible wait, because there is going to be a wait.
Damn right. I mean, if I was going to wait, I'd just go over there to the old Dairy Queen, get me a couple burgers, chill out for a second. But damn, dude. So y'all are out here we need to come up here on the Friday the 13th. We need to make a setting up there. We will. I promise you I will. That'll be my tattoo.
Camp out the day before.
Yeah, that'll be whenever I'm going to come in here and I'll get my tattoo at that point. I want to get a ghost skull. When I say ghost skull, the meaning, like, I just want it to have a lot of smoke behind it and the skull sort of blend into the smoke. And I know that I only trust one guy with that, and that's going to be Matt. How's that tattoo feeling on you, Jared?
Feeling pretty good.
Are you where's the at on your outside or the inside close to your thumb when I say inside?
Up on the wrist.
On the wrist.
How's that feeling?
Pretty good, buddy.
I didn't dislike the wrist. I tested it out with this little lava lamp, but man, I'm really into hand tattoos now. I like
Me
them.
too.
Because they really don't. They're not shit. They're not shit. I don't get tattoos on my face though. Like this man. God damn, y'all getting shading on your face.
I didn't want to have any option but tattooing, so I got my face done so I can't do shit else.
Bam, damn right.
That's actually smart.
I was telling you that. I was
That's
like,
smart,
well,
dude.
You can't really get a face tattoo and just be normalized unless you are a tattoo artist.
Yeah, I
In
think
my opinion. But, I mean, he's going to sit here and act like I'm trying to diss everybody that has face tattoos. I'm not. I'm really just saying, dude, if you're really looking at employers and stuff like that, a tattoo artist is probably going to be the most forgiving about a face tattoo, correct?
Oh, yeah. We don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Exactly. Because if it looks good, fuck. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's advertising.
this is looking sick, fellas.
I'm gonna take a peek real quick.
AJ's kind of been running it, but this tattoo is dope. But whoo,
Well, you're gonna fucking love that.
I already do, bro. I don't know what you mean.
Love that, dude. Put it on the Quran.
I don't have no hands, bro.
You can smack that. You can smack that on there. Put it on the Quran. Alhamdulillah. So we're gonna read a passage. We're going to read at least one passage. I mean, we did bring it out, you know what I mean? The first one's going to be the night journey. Since Abraham is praised in the last verses of the previous... I'm done.
Yeah.
I love them, but I can't just sit here and read about no religion. It's really tough.
Well, anyways, I said we take one more break.
All right, we're going to take one more break. Let everybody go to the bathroom. Envious Ink, shout them out, baby. All right, guys. I do. So we're wrapping up the end of this right now, and Jared's getting finished with his last little touch-ups on his tattoo. But, dude, honestly, we were just talking about this. We always leave saying that the baddest tattoo we ever fucking got was just tonight, and every time we come here, it's that way. So y'all gotta come out here and like show our boys some love. Envious Ink. Ask for Matt Pontone. Is that how you say your last name, Matt?
Ponton.
What did he say?
Ponton?
Ponton, not Pontone. I am wrong. My bad.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
Man, this is the You Want podcast.
You want to shout out your Aftermath? Who else?
Aftermath.
I got Aftermath skincare for my Aftercare and my for tattoos and for piercings. Cheyenne for my tattoo machine. Also run Bishop and Axis. Critical Tattoo Supply. Kingpin Tattoo Supply. CCI Ink. Man, there's so many, I can't even think of them all. Industry Inks. Some of the Industry Inks and Intense Inks. Some of the best inks you can get. I love them.
All of these.
2585 Donaghy Avenue, Suite 106.
There you go, guys.
Conway, Arkansas.
There you go. Faulkner County, best in Faulkner County, best in arguably the state.
Well, thanks for like, comment, and subscribing. Till next time.
Yes, sir. You Want podcast.